welcome to my channel. My name is Jayanti. If you would like to support my channel, then please like and subscribe to my channel. Today I'll be doing a collective reading on soulmates and twin flames. Please keep in mind this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. So let's begin with the collective reading on soulmates and twin flame relationships. Basically, the first card that I got is Soul Tie. I have actually shuffled all the cards because it kind of gets messy during the reading. So I've shuffled all the cards and I'm doing the reading right now. So the first card is Soul Tie. Basically, this person feels connected to you, whoever this person is, he or she, right? They feel a strong soul tie to you. They always feel very connected to you, no matter how far you are, you could be in a different city, a different town, a country, continent. They really feel connected to you. That is what I'm being shown over here. Let's see what the next cards are. So somehow I feel that whenever you guys were in a connection, this person kind of felt very unworthy of you, Probably they have some self-worth issues. So this person felt very unworthy. You're a better person than I am. So somewhere they believe that, you are a better person than them. They don't feel that they're worthy of you. Yeah. That is the energy that I see here. So either it's you or it's them that needs to really work on self-worth issues when it comes to relationships. Because unless and until you find your worth within, you can't really find a partner, you can't appreciate that partner as long as you have self-worth issues, So you have to learn to value yourself so that you can learn to value others. So that is what I see here. Let's see what other cards are. I think you are in a no contact situation with this person right now. This was a very strong connection, soulmate connection, twin flame connection, but you are in separation right now with this person. This is the card that I got, inseparable, Our love is always there despite the distance. So like I said, this is definitely a relationship, distant relationship, Probably when you met, you were living at a distance, a different country, city, or a continent, And even though you live in a different country or a different city, that has never changed the kind of love that they have for you, Distance has never been an issue, right? And despite the distance, they still feel that strong bond with you. That is what I see here. They also want that, there should be equal give and take in this relationship. Somewhere I feel that they felt that there was no equal give and take. Or if it's not them, probably you felt that way, that there's no equal give and take in this relationship. So that is what they want, that if they put in the efforts, there should be equal give and take from your end too, And this is a lot to do with the kind of self-worth issues that they have, that they feel that, I feel. I think they feel guilty at times. I feel pain from the damage I have caused, So I think whenever you guys were in a relationship at some point of time, they did hurt you, and they still feel guilty about that. Because this was a really, truly a true love connection, wherein even the distant didn't matter, no matter how far you are from this person. They felt strongly for you. They do feel your absence, I feel like a part of me is missing without you. They miss you a lot. I think as much as you are aware of this connection, that it is a soulmate or a twin flame connection, even they are very aware about that, Though they do have self-worth issues, they do miss you a lot, And they feel your absence, I think your thoughts are always there, back of their mind, even if they are very busy, they're always thinking of you. Like without you, they feel like a part of them is missing, that is how they feel. I think they entertained a karmic, and usually it was just for sex only card is there. So they may not have been in love with this karmic, but they got involved with this karmic just for sex. I think at that point of time, when they met you, they weren't really looking for a serious relationship. Sex was more important for them. So that is what they wanted at that point of time. And they were getting that sex from the karmic, So they chose the karmic over you, because probably you were not in a sexual relationship, though you had a relationship that had a lot of love, They also feel that probably your values are not the same, like the kind of things that you valued and the kind of things they valued, it's completely different, Probably you were from a different race, religion, your beliefs were different, uh, and what kind of god you worship, because in every religion it's different, like for Hindus it's different, for Muslims, for Christians, though God is one, but that's how some religions perceive, they don't have an understanding of Hinduism or Buddhism. And then there are Hindus and Buddhists, who don't have an understanding of Abrahamic religions, and it's all based on things that we are taught as a child, and that is what becomes a belief, So probably their mind was challenged, when they met you, because how you looked at life, or how you looked at God, and how they looked at religion, God, was completely different, So somewhere they felt like the values also didn't match, so that was also an issue, They felt that in some way they deceived you and they neglected you, They were not able to give you what you really needed at that point of time. And they really regret that. And it was a lot to do with the kind of values you have. Probably that time they didn't prioritize love, They chose sex over love. And that is that is what happened at that point of time. They do daydream about you. I'm always longing for you. So they do think a lot about you, probably all throughout the day, Whenever they get free, they're like literally thinking about you. Or even when they are working, you're always there, back of their mind, They also feel like they've not expressed their love to you. They want to reveal a lot to you, I want to tell you the truth, So maybe they feel a lot for you and they haven't really expressed themselves in terms of love, the love that they feel within their heart, And they do regret this, because the kind of choices that they've made, that has kind of broken your trust, because they did choose sex over love. Yeah. They do a lot of self-reflection at this point of time. This is the card that I got. I think they really learned to value you after they were away from you, It was because of your absence, That's when they started feeling this relationship, They had a better understanding of this relationship. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. That is how they feel, like when they were with you, love was not a priority for them, Maybe sex was, but not love. And now that they are away from you, they know the difference. And they are missing you, they're feeling that connection. They literally feel like a part of them is missing. I think at the time when they chose this karmic connection, they were scared of being alone, They did fear loneliness, and they thought karmic was a better option, They were getting whatever they wanted out of this karmic. And probably you refused, but the karmic didn't refuse, so they chose the karmic over you. So they're literally staying in a bad connection just because they're feeling lonely, which is not a good thing, but that's exactly what they did. They also feel a lot of anxiety around you. I think it's from your end and from their end too, because you are hurt because of the things that they've done, and you're scared to give them a second chance. And they want to give a chance to this connection because now they realize your value. Probably at that point of time, they didn't choose love. They took you for granted. Now they're really scared. They have a lot of anxiety. And probably because of whatever you've gone through, you feel scared to get close to someone, at this point of time. That is what I feel. Like probably you're a bit closed off now because of all that you've gone through. I think they also rejected you because of an age difference. So I do see age issues. Maybe there was a age gap, like a huge age gap, like 10 years, 12 years, or 15 years, or could be more, I don't know. For some people, even age difference of 5 years is a lot, though I don't feel that's a lot of age difference, usually men get away with everything, they can date women who are like 10 years younger, or 12 or 15, or even 25, 27, but whenever a woman does that, she's questioned a lot. Like, I don't think 10, 12 or 15 years age difference is a lot because literally that woman can't be your mother. It's not normal to have children at the age, and this is my opinion, it's not normal to have children at the age of 15 or 16. I think any woman should have children after the age of 21. That is what I believe, yeah, because your body is not developed as a woman. Even if you've had your periods, and at the age of 12 or 13, you're not supposed to have kids. It's always better to have kids after the age of 21, right? So anybody who says, if you're 12 years older than someone, or even 15, 16, you can't probably be someone's mother, right? That age difference doesn't make you someone's mother. So it's strange, but women tend to get judged a lot, which I think is very strange, yeah? And nothing is said to a man, a man gets away with everything, like it's almost like it's a man's world. So I think at that point of time, maybe you were the older woman and he was the younger man, or the other way around, and age was an issue for this person, so they didn't choose you. They probably chose someone who was around their age. That could have happened to you, yeah? Right now they're not sure, whether you are available or not. Probably they think you've moved on, you're not available anymore. That is what is going on in their mind. It's giving them a lot of anxiety. They want to get in touch with you, but they're a bit confused. And I think from your end, it's like you feel you don't want to chase anyone anymore. I think you gave your everything when you were there in this relationship with this person, and now you're not in the energies of chasing, and that is how the dynamics change, when you're no longer chasing this person. And that's when that person feels attracted to you. The moment you detach, everyone starts chasing you. So you're no longer the chaser in the relationship. I think you are in the neutral zone. So they're trying to see, whether you would be open or not. That is what I see. I feel when in the past they may have played a lot of mind games with you. Also mind games with the karmic, because they're not really being honest with the karmic either, Yeah. And somewhere you also feel that, if it's the right one, you don't need to play mind games, to keep the right one with you, right? That is how you feel. You also somewhere feel that it's not your job to change them, They need to work on themselves, yeah? If somebody really wants to change themselves, they need to work on themselves. So this is the card that I got, You feel like they need to face their shadows, their triggers. It's not your job to heal them, Yeah, you can be there for them while they're trying to heal, but it's not your job to heal them, It's their job to accept their flaws and heal themselves. So that realization has come within you, yeah? I think you may have felt very confused when you were with this person because you were getting mixed signals and they were playing mind games with you. You also felt like this person didn't know what they wanted, which is true. They didn't know what they wanted. They couldn't differentiate between love and lust. And this card is there. Lust, not love. And that is what happened to them. Passion isn't the same as lasting love. Don't get sucked in just by good sex. So yeah, that is what they did in the past. They chose lust over love, and they didn't value you, and they are aware. And I think you really got depressed at some point of time. You started, there was a lot of self neglect. You had to really go through a period of transformation. I think you felt like you neglected yourself while you were more focused on them. Yeah. And I feel now you've stopped doing that. You're more focused on yourself. You no longer do that. This person has been thinking of getting in touch with you. They want to work out things with you, negotiate things with you. They have certain things in their mind, certain terms that they want to discuss with you. I think this person is very quick to temper too. Yeah, is someone who's very short-tempered. So they do have this side to them, dark side to them, wherein they have no control over their anger. They can get mad really quickly, and lot of pent up emotions within them, and they don't have any control over that. Overwhelming thoughts, and they get very angry. So this is what happens to them, and I think you kind of trigger them at times. Yeah. I think all this pain has kind of made you closed off. Yeah, because of all that you've gone through. But somehow I feel they refuse to give in. Yeah. They still have hopes that things can work out with you. You've been a bit closed off in this connection. This person literally got triggered by you, triggered by your light. This could also be someone who had a lot of childhood trauma. So that is also the reason why they were acting this way. They were basically acting out of their wounds, Yeah. So they do reflect on the past. And somewhere I feel they didn't heal their past. It was a lot to do with the things that they went through in their childhood. And whenever you came in their life, you kind of triggered those wounds. But you triggered them because those wounds had to be healed. And that is what soulmates and twin flames do. We trigger each other so that we can heal wounds. I also feel that this person was but is very obsessed with you right now. Yeah, they're still holding on to you. They can't let go of you. They are a bit clingy. They do realize their fault. They know that they rejected you because of the age difference. They chose basically sex over love. They are thinking of getting in touch with you, calling you, or probably text you. They want to meet you in person. They want to visit you. That is what I see. They are willing to travel, though there is distance. They do want to travel to you. They want to take you for a vacation. Yeah, they want to spend some quality time with you. That is what I see. I think you've not got that much of time to spend with them. So they want to spend a lot of time with you, so that they can probably explain themselves. In the past, I do feel like they kind of ghosted you. So they were a bit cold towards you. Probably they disappeared. They didn't answer. You didn't get closure, I believe. You had to make peace with a lot of things. You didn't get closure. They just disappeared. They ghosted you. And it wasn't easy on you, I feel. Let's see what other cards we have. Let's see what this person thinks about you. So they do feel that you are just focused on yourself, your well-being at this point of time. They do look at you as a very passionate person. You have a lot of fire within you. You're definitely someone who inspires this person. They love the passion that you have within you. Yeah. So you have a lot of passion. Passion for life. I'm not just talking about having, passion in terms of your sex life. Passion in terms of having passion for life. Passion for a lot of things. They do feel that you're lucky. Yeah, the good luck card is here. They are pretty much aware that you're very psychic. You have psychic abilities. They know that you are a healer. Your energy is very healing. They are aware about that. You're very psychic. Right now, the way they look at you is that you're just focused on your career. You're very prosperous. I do feel that they were grieving a lot in the past. Or this could literally be you. You did grieve a lot. You went through a phase of transformation. You can see the butterflies over there. Yeah. So you went through a phase of transformation and now you've healed. You're no longer grieving. This person definitely wants a new beginning with you. They want a family with you. What they like about you is your self-confidence. You're someone who's very confident and they love that about you. They also think you're very talented. They're very inspired by you. You have many talents. They feel that you chose peace. So that is what you did in the past. You didn't want to fight. No conflict, no chaos. This is what you did. You chose peace. Over everything. I also feel that you focused on self-forgiveness and forgiving this person. This could also literally mean that probably this person wants to ask you for forgiveness for all that they did to you. Yeah. And I feel like in the past you never got closure. You just moved on. Yeah. You just tried to forgive this person and you moved on in your life. Let's see what other cards we've got. So what I see is that this connection is definitely protected by Archangel Raphael. It's a very heart-based connection. Whenever you guys get into union, you're really going to come out. You're going to heal your finances. That is what I feel. Like if you've had any financial issues, or let's say, blocks in terms of money, all that would go from your life. You both are definitely on a divine journey. This connection is going to bring a lot of abundance in your life. This person could be a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. Definitely somebody who's very stable, very grounded, very practical, very hardworking, focused on their money. They are very well-to-do. This person also thinks that you are very intuitive, yeah, and they feel bad. They feel that they did, deceive you in the past, yeah. Not anymore, but in the past. They do feel that you're someone with a golden heart, Like you come up as Queen of Cups energy, somebody who's very intuitive, very loving, where you have a lot of empathy, a lot of compassion, you're very loving, yeah. And they know that you focused on self-love. And they know that you have a golden heart, yeah. That is how they see you, They do want to have a family with you. And that is what I see. I hope you enjoyed the reading. And I'll end the reading here. Thank you very much. God bless you.